then someone with the job description, and also someone who can check whether they follow the timeline or not. That's my first point that can share with you. And with regard about the solid team members, since you actually you have very good team because they are coming from different background, right? But however, I believe you also need to know their strengths, because if you know their strengths, then you know best, like, okay, this member is good in this area, or this member is good in the other area. Okay. And about the communications, if you have a regular communication, then it's good. But if you don't, then I think you need to set up a regular communication. It's either through, I don't know, WhatsApp group or Padlet or other ways, as long as you have regular communications, because it is very important. Through the regular communication, then you know whether the project is still going on, or the project stopped, or the project needs extension time. Okay. Then number two, please stop me if you have any questions. Okay. Number two is identifying motivation. As you mentioned before that some projects started, but it doesn't continue. So meaning there must be a lack of motivation. And normally, if it is a volunteer, the member should have the same vision and mission. If they have the same vision and mission, then I believe they will have high motivation to finish the project. Okay. But if, okay, say you explain to them, this is my project, and seems they like it and they want to join, but you guys don't have a fixed or solid vision and mission, then I don't think you can continue the project. Okay, that's number two. And number three is using SMART strategy. Have you heard about SMART strategy, Miss Tatiana? So
I have heard of it before, but not in details.
Okay, so S stands for specific, M for measurable, A for achievable, R for relevant, and T for time bound. So if I see your goal, you have four, yeah? To renovate the building, to improve their methodology or curriculum. Then you want to provide webinars or seminars for parents and teachers, and also get fund from companies to renovate the building, right? So for me, this is more than one project. So you have four projects in one big project. So you need to make it more specific, because if you go all these projects together, then you will find difficulties. You need to break down this into smaller projects. For example, you want to start with renovate the building, then you start with that first. Focus on that, and with all the members, you will discuss on how to do. Then if you are done with one project, you can continue with the next project. Because if you do all together in one time, I think it will be very difficult. So we call it specific. You need to have more specific project. Then measurable. Measurable means you can measure whether it's possible. I mean, you can measure how heavy the project and how your members can finish the project. Okay. Then achievable, of course, you after measure, you can identify, okay, with only 4 to 5 members, do you think you can finish this project? If not, meaning, let's say they are very busy with their current job and it doesn't make sense for them to finish, then it means that it is not achievable goal. So how to do, you need to think again about the project. That's why I said if you break down into smaller, then I am sure it will be achievable rather than you have all 4 projects. Then make it relevant. Okay, if you are talking about you have 4 big projects, make it relevant with the members, with the job description of each member. Then it should be something relevant, like, do you dream too big, then you cannot reach, then it is not relevant, right? So the last is the time bond. I think you have good you mentioned about timeline in general, yeah. So I think it's good if you have timeline so that you know when the project should be done. If I can suggest, maybe 4 to 5 members are not enough. So perhaps you can increase the number of members. Like, you can find a way, say you make one of you is in social media. So I think it's good if you create maybe in a social media about volunteering, like whoever people enthusiast in education, then they may approach you and they may become another volunteer. So with more people, your goal will finish faster. That's my suggestion. And the last is about funding and support. So in any organization, in any project, funding and support take a very big role. Yeah, that's what I understand. So if all the members are volunteering the project, and if there is no fund to finish the project, then it seems impossible. So you have no choice, like your organization needs to get the fund from where, maybe that's the question. So you need to think about maybe an event, like fun event in that school, which you can get sponsor, yeah, or advertise. And from the sponsor, you can get the fund to renovate the building. Because if your team only make a proposal, let's say, then you send it to a company for donation, then what they get? Nothing. So there should be give and take. Okay. So for example, you have a fun, say, sports activity in the school, then you put the logo of the company in any banner or wherever in school, then you give and take, meaning you promote their product or the company, and at the same time you can also get the support from the company or from the uh, yeah, from the product. Okay. Miss Tatiana, so far do you have question? Because for now, maybe the 4 points I can share with you. But if you still have question, feel free to ask. And say you want to implement this, then in the future you still need consultation, feel free to approach me again.
Okay. Thank you so much for the tips. I think your explanation was very clear. It was easy to understand. I think my biggest struggle will be with the clear structure. Like everything else, I think I can work on, but having the clear structure where I will have to show everyone the structure, I think that will make me feel very uncomfortable. It will take me out of my comfort zone. But if that's what needs to be done to, you know, make things move faster for the benefit of the community, then I will definitely try to do that.